Okay. Today is May 6th, 2022. I've had a nap and I've also had that salad. I'm extremely bloated, so more than likely I'm not going to end up having anything else to eat before I end up going to bed because I have a lot of pressure and gas, just too much food or something like that hasn't digested quite yet. So I suppose, I don't know, I've used the restroom, so I saw a lot of comments on there. I don't know why you would think your comments matter to me. That's the interesting part, because I've disclosed that on numerous videos, yet nobody listens, yet nobody watches. So they make themselves look so ignorant because of that, because they don't manage to follow their own, concepts. They're hypocrites, and they try to write these things down. And I thought, one lady said, so, ... this is the face of crazy. And I said, I'm sorry, were we looking for you? I thought, your face, it looks so lovely, it's so symmetrical. But apparently she wanted to disclose that she was crazy face. So, and that's hilarious, because everybody that tries to mock me, in my mind, I flip it around to where it's like, it makes perfect sense for you. Obviously, you do look crazy. You obviously, if you're trying to disclose someone else and everything like that, it just makes you look terrible. So that's all I took from it. And it can definitely be taken in that way, because even with the look she posted on there, she was thinking, it made it look as though, isn't my face crazy? That's exactly what it looked like with her comment. So, I mean, everything can be taken in different, varying ways. And I believe that no one should care so much about people's words, because gaslighters are out there anyway. So why care about the words that I'm preaching on YouTube? Now I've hit 1,000 subscribers. That's weird. I didn't expect that to happen. I expected there to be a few people that watch my videos, that cared about me, and at least just wanted to, catch up and know that we were once friends, or we were once family, and, that they wanted to make sure I was doing well. I have to start driving, because I'm not going to stay in this area. I already had done what I needed done, and then I'm off to a different location. So, and what was it? It was another thing somebody had posted. I love the commentary, because I go back and I make it's so funny. Some of these people, they say, we called the police. What police did you call? What jurisdiction? They don't know where the fuck I'm at. You're gonna call random fucking sheriff's departments and tell them this lady's gonna kill her baby. Yeah, yada yada, yuck yuck. Look at me, I know what I'm talking about. Like crazy face. I mean, obviously, I'm sorry. Yeah, your face is very lovely. I wouldn't have guessed you were crazy face, but now looking at you, yeah, makes perfect sense. So, and then some lady, I think her name was Miss Fatty, her screen name, talking to herself, and then another fucking lady too, chatting about some stuff, this nonsense, I don't know, about how she would have given me money. No, bitch, no, that's not how it works. You either are accepting of others in that way. There are plenty of people that seek assistance that are monsters, that are complete fucking pedophiles, fucking predators, fucking disgusting human beings behind closed doors. I mean, even the fact that, and then somebody made a comment too, it's so weird. Sometimes I swear to Christ, I have an attachment to my phone. If I'm sleeping near it, I'll have dreams that coincide with some of the comments that are on my feed once I wake up. Somebody had made the comment about how I'm always turning people down with housing, and, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, yeah, because it's unsanitary. I'm not going to stay in somewhere where it's not hygienic. I I have higher standards than that. And I had a dream about a homeless woman who had asked me to come and stay with her. And it wasn't like obviously she had a home, so how could she be homeless? She just looked like the bag, the deranged bag lady look. But then her house, it was the same as her look because she was all disheveled. So a lot of it, people say, people look like their pets. Same sort of issue a lot of times with people in their house, if they're disheveled, they don't know how to maintain their looks and stuff. Their housing is usually hoarded, like they've got hoarding issues and whatnot, like my family does. So, and I've lived it, I've seen a lot of stuff. I haven't seen like a lot of the luxurious things. And somebody made a comment about, I would never buy myself a $12 lunch. And I'm thinking, so you must just go to like those value menu, restaurants and everything. That's what I'm trying to disclose, is that I don't believe that having to afford for nutritious, healthful food is an issue. Like I'm not trying to go, what is the word? Like just disrespect my body by going to these dollar menu restaurants, knowing that that's not proper nutrition, knowing that that's not proper food, that that's all fake and you're not getting anything out of it. So the fact that you don't pay $12, where the fuck do you live that a lunch isn't at least $10 or so? Where do you live? Please send me your way. Is it fresh salads? Is it fresh fruits and vegetables? Doubtful. So whatever you're saying, your nonsense about, I would never spend $12. I am completely offended. You spend way too much on your overall health and well-being and love yourself too much. You are so entitled. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus Christ. Our Lord and Savior. Some of these people are fucking deranged. For real. Who goes around telling someone, I've never. I don't care what you've never. Okay? No one cares. This isn't your channel. This isn't you reaching out to your child through chronicling, vlogging her life. This is not about you. This is about Leticia. That's why people watch me. That's so weird. And I think about it and I'm like, yeah, I'm hilarious. I get that. I'm fucking funny. And it depends on the actual, circumstances. And people are just so annoying. They're just so annoying. Why do you think that your words matter? And the fact that I laugh at them, yeah, that's hilarious. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. But it's like, and somebody said, you should go on live for these simps or whatever. I'm like, for what? If people want to watch and donate to me, they've got my information on my community posts. They can find my Venmo, they can find my PayPal, and also now Cash App, which I don't really believe in having all these weird money transferring, electronic transactions from all these different places. That looks kind of shady and weird. I don't know. Just me. I think people are so funny. They're so funny. Like, I really don't even know how to share with you how much I love how crazy people are. Like, even Miss Crazy that showed us her face and said, well, your face is the face of crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that. At least it helps me, back me up. And I've already disclosed that I know I'm crazy. So there's no reason for anybody to like sit there and mock me or talk down to me. Somebody said something, just because you're disabled, you can't go around. Yes, I can. I'm not sure where you were brought up or whatever, but my disability is obviously clearly that I'm antisocial. And I am not forced to be around anybody. So if I can't make friends even when I'm working, that is a disability. That is completely a disability. And it only happened after I was beaten by my ex-husband's family, that he abused me sexually. And then also, too, I went off and, signed over my rights of custody to my child. That's good. That's not good. That means that those people are demonic and crazy. And whatever they did just to prove their point is not really proving a point now, is it? Not now. Not when people think that you're crazy and look at you crazy, because now people know your personal information And now people know what's going on behind your closed doors. Nasty grandma over there wiping the counters and then the floors with the same rag and wiping the counters again. Disgusting. Fucking gross. So, and all this other stuff. Believe me. I don't even delve into it, but it's hilarious. That's why I told everyone I wanted to write a novel, because I was like, these are the types of people that get away with their word meaning something because they've resided in a certain location for a certain amount of time without causing any problems. Because they lied and manipulated their ways to the top. Yeah. So, anywho, I'm just sort of recapping my day in the sense that that's all I had going on. I just ate. I don't feel well. I feel like I'm going to probably take a shower right now. I'm overheated. I haven't worked out in a while, so I think that, you know, I need to get the fuck away from this area because it's draining me and go find somewhere else that's going to help me survive. I don't even seek assistance anymore. Fuck it. Everybody knows my story. Everybody knows that if they wanted to help, they would. They don't, though. Because not everybody's an individual. Not everyone cares one-on-one. It's all about, you know, the money that they can make. You know. It's all about that. And somebody said something about going on a long spiel about how, you know, money was created because blah, blah, blah. We used to be hunter-gatherers and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, are you okay? No. Like, there should be no fucking monetary value for fresh fruits and vegetables as opposed to nasty trash value meals like that. That's not real food and everything. I'm pretty sure that the hunter-gatherers from that era, way back in the fucking day, didn't expect that we were going to have all this toxicity around us either and making people go crazy. And maybe if there weren't so many of us on this fucking earth depleting all the resources, then what? Tell me. Money is nothing. It's an object. And it just helps us, it allows us to survive in this day and age because that's whatever capitalistic mindset that they've inflicted on us, that they forced us to believe. There are plenty of places out there that you know, communes and whatnot, that have sanctuary for people. And I've tried to search for some of those communes so that I could go live somewhere else and partake in whatever and some kind of wholesomeness in a community. But majority of places are toxic as hell that you need to put in order to get out. And if you're not a resident and also this and that and coming from this area and yada yada, there's bias. So it's super weird. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not sure what that was on my face. It was all flaky. I need to take a shower, like an actual full shower. I'm tired. I'm exhausted and all I want to do is just nap. I mean, I just napped, but I could have napped for longer. Forced myself to get up to go use the restroom. I'm all bloated and everything. Now I've got to worry that my fucking baby's been exposed to radiation or something by standing too close to the microwave, or like all of these times where I had all these unnecessary ultrasounds. Do you not realize how many fucking ultrasounds and shit that I've had during this pregnancy? Too many. Like, I have the ones for the photos, but there were other ones that were done that I didn't get photos for because they were just impromptu ones to check on the baby. And I'm like, is everything okay? Like, I'm tripped out. I'm fucking tripped out. There's nobody to fucking hold me over it. There's nobody to say, no, it's okay. Like, it'll be all right. Like, don't trip out. Not that that would help. It would, but still at the same time. And then I was sitting there at the fucking auto place, right? Okay. Apparently, I have 70% of my pads still available on my front end and 40% of my back pads. So it's like the rotors that are causing the squealing, and that's going to be a different issue, like $100 a piece for the rotors. So I'm not sure what to do about all that. And he said, as long as it's not, you know, affecting you. And that, I was like, wait, what are you talking about? When I pull into some parking spots, it's like, just chalks, nails on a chalkboard, like it's crazy. So, I'm tired. I'm exhausted from doing nothing. I don't want this baby. Like, no thank you. If there's no dad to it, there's no nothing to it. That's insane. There's nobody here to fucking massage on me and shit, and make sure that I'm okay, make sure that I've eaten properly and gotten plenty of exercise. If you jack in it, you should, if you fucking jack off in it, you should be held responsible for it. I had also another fragment of my dream where I was moving in with some dude, and we were like in the house, and I was like upstairs or something, but then like his parents were coming, and I smoked upstairs, and I had to go upstairs and Febreze everything because I didn't realize his family was coming. And he was like, well, yeah, I'm smoking outside because, so and so. I was like, oh shit, oops. So that's all I can remember, though, really. There wasn't anything really else going on. So weird. My dreams are weird. But like, I don't move in with people because they're gross. That's why. I don't move in with people because I know that they have some kind of hidden agenda behind it most of the time. I don't move in with people because I know that that's sort of some type of entrapment that people like to use against you, and then they hold it over your head. And even the friend that I was paying $200 a month just to stay a room in her house, there were all these weird stipulations and everything, and it was always her way or nothing. And I wasn't going to abide by that. That's not okay. She was very unhealthy mentally, drinking at that time and doing whatever, recreational things on the side. And people have made comments too. Thank God that those are weeded out before they end up swaying someone's mind into believing things that are nonsense about me using drugs. I don't use any fucking drugs. I take vitamins. I take fucking multivitamins and handfuls of shit. You act like you're so fucking high and mighty just because you're on fucking all these medications and you do all kinds of fucking recreational drugs and shit. I smoke weed. And I shouldn't be smoking weed because I'm nearly 6 months pregnant. So I do it because I save myself from hurting myself. And it's either me or the baby. And people need to realize that. And I came first, so I should obviously have first dibs on getting some type of assistance, not my kid. All right? Quit treating it like that. Quit treating it like, oh, you've got a better chance to do this for your child. No. It's either you take us both or nothing. And I've told people that's why I threatened to kill myself, blah, blah, blah. It's not threats, bitch, when I've done it a million times. So it's more like promises because people aren't acting right. And I told Jason Wallace, I said, if I kill myself during this pregnancy, completely your fucking fault, you stupid bitch. So, because I shouldn't be hormonal like this. I shouldn't have to be forced off of my medication just to fucking give birth to a trash baby. And then everybody's like, don't call it a trash baby. Are you serious? We're all on the lower fucking caste system. You're going to tell me that this isn't a trash baby to everyone. One that feeds off the government. One that has, through all the generations of fucking, even Collins and Servin. So don't even play. Don't even fucking play. I know where my fucking baby stands, and it's obviously underneath everyone else, so they can use it as a stepping stone. So yeah, I know that's rough to hear. And people are like, man. And then also, too, all this weird descriptions that I offer people. Yeah, crush my baby's skull and so that you can, climb to the top with your money. Cool. None of my business. That's how you want to run shit? That's cool. Whatever. I'm just part of your fucking pawns. Just stack us one on top of each other like the fucking concentration camps when they gassed everyone. That's what it reminds me of. That's what they do. That's what I feel like. Barely breathing and getting stomped on every fucking day. And the fact that I opened up and people are like, I read the messages. Did you read the messages? Because I'm pretty fucking sure I was trying to be polite to that stupid bitch. I was pretty fucking sure that I was putting my heart out there just to see if he was going to do right by the fucking shit that he stole overnight, which was my fucking body. You're not supposed to fucking do that to a woman. You're not supposed to just do that. I wasn't into it. We weren't in a relationship. So I thought he was going to salvage it. I thought he was going to be like, no, we're in a relationship. Like, don't worry. Like, no, bitch, then that was rape. You've clearly fucking raped me. So, yeah, I don't want anybody's arguments either. Either you see it from this perspective, from a woman's fucking perspective where she was asleep, and that she's a heavy fucking sleeper, and there are eyewitnesses to me being a heavy sleeper, you need to step the fuck off. For real. This was obviously rape. This baby obviously needs somebody to fucking tend to it aside from my compassion and love. I don't mind offering all that, and being a mom, I don't mind it. I mean, yeah, it's not something I expected. I mean, I'm very tomboyish still in that way, but what boy wouldn't love a mom like me? Take them places, go do fun things, go, activities, read to them, sing to them, dance with them. I do all these things. And people act like I'm a fucking monster. Look in the mirror, bitch. That's what I told her back. I was like, yeah, look in the mirror. I was like, yeah, it's inside of your mirror. For real. Go look in your mirrors. Go stare at it for a while. And then come back and comment toward me like you know what the fuck you're talking about. Because you've known me. You've known me, chicken heads. That's what it is. Are you getting lined up for your facials? Is that what it is? Because that's all I see when you leave these stupid ass comments. Yeah. You want me to jack off in your face. With your own stupidity. So anyway, yeah. I am very bloated. Very big bellied. I think I'm going to start putting that band on, that belly band. But it was one of the cheap ones, so it was just like you slip it over to help. I don't want to do that. That seems constrictive. I don't know about that. That seems like too much pressure on my bladder. Especially if I'm driving and whatever. I don't have proper circulation. My feet are swollen slightly. I'm not doing well. I'm really irritated. So, I'm really irritated. Also, too, I got the fuse changed out. Apparently I did have the little inside of my fuse box under the hood. There's a piece that you can take out the fuse, and the one that is underneath the steering wheel, because it's flush across there. I didn't have the tool, and I tried to use pliers, and I thought, this doesn't seem right. I'm not getting any any grip on there. So there's a special tool in there. I asked him about changing it out. So now it's charging again, my outlet. But he said that he put this back in it, and it blew it. It blew the fuse. And I thought, and I got this at CVS. So I bought this in exchange for the other one that I had that was like a better brand that I had in there. And I thought it was these that were frying out. That's why I switched it out and got rid of the other one. And so yeah, he took out the fuse, right? Okay, he ordered the fuse. It was only $5. That's all he was going to charge me for doing it and everything, switching it out. And he switched it out for me. It blew because he put that piece back in it. And then all of a sudden, like, he decided, since he didn't have a secondary one, he was going to snatch the one from whatever outlets are in here, the back end. Apparently there are some. And I don't know, I can't reach them. There's a mattress back there. There's all this stuff, right? I can't just dig around in my back seats yet, because I'm going to have to carve out space for the car seat. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you're going to live in your car. You're going to have your car seat there. The baby will be safe. It'll be fine. Baby will be fine. So, like, I've already thought about it. I already know that what I have to do, I'm going to have to cut out a piece of my mattress so that I can manage to fit the car seat in there and everything. I'm not stupid. Like, I'm going to manage to keep the baby safe at the very least, even if we're living in a fucking car. So that nobody can talk shit. Like, fuck you people. I don't give a fuck. It's none of your business unless you have a fucking pillow and a nice bed that's not roach infested. Disgusting. So, I'm actually allergic to roaches, mind you. I'm allergic to dust mites too. So I have a lot of allergies. And people are like, ooh, entitled. No, bitch. Trying to avoid getting sick, stupid bitch. So, but yeah, that's why I eat the certain food I eat now. That's why I do the things that I do. So what was I saying about that? About carving that out and everything? So anyway, the outlet. So he took out the fuse, replaced it from that one to use. So now I have none in that one. That makes me feel great. Like, now that's something I've got to worry about later on when I forget about it and have to remind myself, oh shit, you need a little, 5 gauge or 5 watt fuse or whatever the hell they are. And, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. Why? So I only spent like $30 at just getting the brake check itself, which it said free brake. No, that was a free tire inspection. Okay, so they charged for the fucking brake inspection. I spent $30 just to have them switch out a fuse and check my tire or check my brakes and tell me that I had enough to last me for a certain amount of miles. So I was like, okay, whatever, fine, cool. That's awesome. And then, so I'm supposed to be like, okay, I'm supposed to be chill. I'm supposed to be like, everything happened. It was all right. I actually did have to go buy a new, that was $16 from Walmart, one of the little adapters. Hopefully it won't blow like the other one did. That's so weird too, because it didn't just blow one day. It didn't just stop working. It started flickering and everything, and it was flickering for quite some time, and then it went out, which is sometimes abnormal to me. That doesn't seem right. So, and that's why I always question my electronics and say that people are fucking with them, because that's what I just call them, little gremlins in my fucking electronics. And sometimes I feel like there are people that are fucking with my shit. That's why, and somebody was trying to tell me something about my memory. It's just the usage is how much it uses. No. If it says that I have 51 used out of 64 gigabytes, and that's just in storage, has nothing to do with usage and shit, no, there's something weird going on there. So, yeah, I just want to disappear. I just don't even want, I just want to watch movies. I just want to have a nice place. I just want somewhere relaxing. I'm preparing for birth. What? No one asked you. I mean, no one asked for that. Nobody was looking for that. I'm not in a relationship. No, there should be no baby. Like, I already knew that. So I tried to explain that to Jason Wallace. I was like, no, this is not accurate. This is not correct. Obviously, there's someone not playing their role properly. So, and sure as fuck wasn't me. Because, like, I told him, I'll only do it with you if you give me a plan B. So, yeah. He didn't abide by that rule. So, there's that. Because I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not going to have some fucking turd-ass fucking child. Yet I am. So he did one-up me on that. And I'm like, funny for you, though, because this baby's not going to mean shit to anybody, and it's going to come back around on you fucking tenfold, and people are going to know that you're a piece of shit father. So, it's like, okay, so who really won? God won. God always wins. That's how it is. God always wins. It might take a long fucking time, but everything always circles back around. So, yeah, I'm being patient. I'm trying to be loving. I'm trying to be kind. But then there's all these harassing notifications on my commentary thing, the commentary feed. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you people? Get a life. Ain't nobody trying to talk to you. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing for you. Okay? And yeah, I know those are double negatives and shit. That's how they talk in the South, and that's how I want to talk right now. So, I just don't understand people. And what pieces of shit in the world? What pieces of fucking trash? I wonder what I could do to stimulate giving birth early. That's probably what I'll do. It's what I'll have to do. Because nobody else wants this baby. And nobody else wants to help maintain the baby or finance the baby or house the baby or clothe the baby or feed the baby. So, yeah, all of those things. I saw this really fat woman, though, while I was waiting in Midas. And I don't mean to call her that. She's a lovely woman in herself. I'm sure she had great attributes in some form or another, probably very kind or something. But talking about, I had made a comment about being grateful that I had I went to the grocery store and bought some of their vegan sushi. So I was eating that as I was sitting there for the break check. I said, I'm glad I brought a snack. Oh, I did have that this afternoon, plus my oatmeal too. Plus I had a drink too that was one of those cold pressed juices. So I'm trying to cleanse out my stomach, and that's why it's excessively bloated from all the trash food I was eating the last couple of days. So sitting there at Midas, and she was very, very swollen. She was very plumpy. Her ankles didn't have ankles anymore. They were, you know, where you've got like the fat and then it goes inward, and then her foot. So I'm so sorry. I'd have to draw it. I don't mean to be mean, but that is how that is how it is. I'm not trying to over exaggerate or anything, but I wish I could, you know, I wish I were exaggerating, but I'm not. So, you know, she was very plumpy, and and I was eating my food, and I said something about, you know, switching to vegan and having lost that 150 pounds, and she looked at me and she was very astounded. But of course, she was one of those that didn't understand that she was overweight. So she went on and on and on. I would say she was mid 300 pounds at the very least. And because of her height as well. She was probably close to 400 once I saw her actually standing. So we were talking, and I was trying to give her advice on like little things, because I thought, you know, she would listen just from somebody casually striking up conversation. And she had said, well, you know, oh, no, I just eat a lot of shrimp, and I eat a lot of fish, and well, I love Wendy's salads though, and so obviously there's chicken there. She said, I'm not really one for ground animals, and I was just like, okay, yeah, but I just told you, you know, switching all that, switch my life and my health. And she, oh no, I'm on certain medications for my thyroid. I said, yeah, I got off medications so that I could work on what I feed my face is what we are made out of. I didn't say it like that. That'd be so rude. But that's how people acted toward me. And I had to realize that. It's that tough love sometimes that gets through to people. So we started talking about like tofu recipes, and she said how she had made some tofu recipes. That was lovely. It made me feel really good that she knew and acknowledged at least that portion of it. But then I don't know if she ever took anything what I said to heart, because she said, I said something about, well, I started incorporating light exercise and everything too. And she's, oh, well, I can't exercise because I've got a broken back. That's everybody's response, because everybody wants the medications. Everyone wants to take that easy way out of detachment through whatever pharmaceuticals. And I was there. I did the same thing. And I told her, I said something about like water, activity in the water is always beneficial, you know, getting movement, and it helps, you know, with the joints and everything to keep the pressure off. So I was giving her all these little tidbits of advice, but she was trying to one-up me during the entire conversation. And of course I was dressed kind of lazily. Even this top that I had on earlier today, I had beans on it from the night before, and it was all crusty on the side, and I didn't even know it, and I was just walking around all gross. I don't care. I had a rough morning. I didn't care. But the lady, you know, the way she was talking to me and everything, I just felt so absent, because nobody actually hears my accomplishments. Not even these people. It's because they don't want to hear it, because they don't want to hear that somebody fixed themselves through natural means or holistic means, or, you know what I'm saying, like just organic means. Instead, they want to hear, where's my quick pill? Is, you know, her brother was talking about the lap band, and I mentioned the lap band with my sister, and I don't know how you pronounce it, lap band or whatever. I don't care what it is. All right, you get what I'm saying. So she talked about how her brother wanted to get a gastric sleeve and whatever, and I told her, I said, you know, my sister's teeth and hair and eyes are going bad, you know, like everything falling out. And not her eyeballs, you know, her hair and her teeth are falling out and her eyes are going bad. So, when they were talking, or when we were talking about all that, she said, well, yeah, I tried to get my, you know, brother to switch to healthier stuff, and he's lost some weight so far. And then she's like, I tried the keto diet for a while. I lost a bunch of weight, and then I gained it back. Because I said, oh, yeah, you probably gained it back. She's like, yeah. Like, oh, yeah, because it's all those animal products that are detrimental to the body. And, you know, I told her about the toxins that are sitting inside of our body. That's where the fat stores, and they love to hold on to that and everything. And I told her about my own fat stores and being morbidly obese. And she was like nodding in agreement, but didn't want to. And she said something about like the doctor wasn't help. She was going to try different means. And I told her the vegan diet, you know, like I switched and I lost 30 pounds in the first 5 months. I started out at 250 at the vegan diet. So I lost that 30 pounds within 5 months without even incorporating exercise. And there was a difference in that, you know, and because everybody wants to know what the easiest way to lose weight is, where they don't have to place effort. And that's exactly how I was. So that's why I wanted to share that through my story, is that all these little things, I don't try to overexert myself. I had time to rest in between. I had time to focus on my mental health as well as, you know, all these progressive changes. So, but it was always beneficial adding the more activity, and I could see the health benefits mentally through all of it. Now I haven't done that for a while. I've been having to stay off my feet because I get dizzy and everything, and it just won't stop growing. Like, I'm freaking the fuck out. You have no idea. Like, it's, my body just keeps bloating up on me, and all I can think about are all the times where I was fat and everybody looked at me like I was fucking fat, and that's all I can see. That's it. Like, even on the days where I know I'm looking pregnant and people obviously can tell I'm pregnant, I'm freaking out. Like, I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I'd put so much effort into my body the last few years, and then all of a sudden this, and I'm not even gonna have anything to show for it after all of this. Like, no. I thought my journey was supposed to be some type of, you know, exaltation of God and his powers and the miracles that he can have, because, you know, he was the one that told me to switch over to marijuana. He was the one that told me to, you know, all this and that, and to do better by myself, and, you know, don't listen to these fools, and they're just trying to trap you in whatever cycles, you know, listen to the higher powers that be. So people are crazy. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is, and I'm sick and tired of having to deal with them. That's why I just want to see Jason Wallace one last time so I can murder him face to face, and then piss on his corpse and take a shit on it. And the same thing with my ex-husband, and the same thing with my father, the same thing with my brother, all of them, just all of them, you know. I would love to see them squirm and just rot right in front of me like the fucking weasel, disgusting pieces of fucking trash they are. Scum, fucking slugs. That's what I think about. I just want to pour salt all over them and watch them shrivel up and die. So, and that's hard to fucking imagine, because this goes on in my brain constantly, all these abusive people, even my own mother, you know, like, it's gotten to the point where I'm getting violent thoughts toward her. Where before I was never like that. I never really had that. But then now the hormones and the aggression too from pregnancy, because of the trauma, I know that if I saw any of these individuals, they probably wouldn't be safe around me. Like, that's what it is. Truly, these abusers, these predators, these perpetrators probably wouldn't be safe around me. So, and it's just that, and I wouldn't mind destroying my life over murdering somebody that's truly, you know, deserving of it. And that's the hard thing to relay, because I don't want to feel these emotions. I don't want to feel, you know, toxic in that way to want to hurt anybody, not even myself. So that's why it's been very, very difficult. I'm having a lot of issues lately, and the only thing I do is comfort myself, because that's all I can do. That's all I can do. So everybody telling me I overspend or don't know how to, you know, manage my money. Yes, you're absolutely correct. At this point, I'm snapped. Years ago, I managed. I've been living out of my car for 1.5 years. I'm pretty sure it's time for me to just give up give it all to God and just say, whoop, I guess God will pay for my bills. I guess God will drive the car. Oop, I guess God will fix all the parts to the car. I guess God will have a house for me by the time I give birth. I guess God will do it. Because, I mean, obviously, I went to Catholic school. I mean, I'm pretty sure I do the sign of the cross. I'm pretty sure it's all over my life and everything. Yeah, upside down, because that's how I fucking see it now. Because that's what everybody's done, is turned God's words against me, and everything is satanic. Everything. The symbolism, the signs. So anyway, yeah, I mean, what kind of crazy world do we live in? This is insane. And you're going to think that I'm not going to laugh at you for being stupid? You're fucking retarded. Like, for real. You don't know who you're fucking with. And I tell people that all the time, and they're still like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to go ahead and poke and prod the beast. Bitch. You better have a safety plan in place. A safe exit in place for pissing me off. That's why, like, I had assumed Jason would get his act together within a timely manner. He did not. He went off and he worsened his life. And I'm like, boy, you are fucking screwed, cursed beyond fucking all measure. And you just don't even know. You just bit me. He had to die. I just killed this mosquito on camera. He bit me. He had to go. It's one of those days, you know? Normally, I would sit as a child and let them just eat my blood and run off. I was like, you need to feed your children too. I'm a crazy person. I went through a lot of pain growing up, physical, psychological, and sexual. So even when it pained me, I would still give back, because the words of Jesus were happening at the same time that I was going through my trauma. So that was the only thing that I could cling on to, is be more like Jesus, be giving. Even these bugs have families to feed. Even this and that. Even these roach-ass people have families to feed. And I was like, why do we have all these families, God? Why are they taking from the system? Why are they trash? Why don't I get that stuff? And Jesus was like, you don't need that shit in this time. You don't need any of that. You don't need, that's all just fake. People are fake nowadays. You don't need any of that nonsense. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I may never have kids. And he was like, well, I didn't say all that. So I knew they were coming. I just didn't know when they were coming. And the fact that I didn't want them, though, like, didn't want them to hurt. That's the thing. I didn't want children because I never wanted them to pain and suffer. I never wanted them to hurt. And no one can understand it beyond that. They stop at the phrase, I don't want children. I didn't want children. And that's where they cut it off. They take it out of context. I didn't want them to suffer for the rest of their life and having to live up to whatever expectations society had for them, coming from a trash-ass bloodline, and also whatever trash-ass bloodline the father came from. I had thought, though, that didn't matter anymore. I had heard that, things were changing and we were able to, get out of our caste systems, and depending on how much work we placed into it, and if I went to college and had some type of, certification or degree and started making money, that people would leave me alone, and that I would just be part of, hopefully the middle class society. And that's what I'd hoped for. And then all of a sudden it was just like, boom, bam, abuse here, attack here, this and this, robbed this, stolen from this and all that. And I was like, I can't stay afloat. Psychologically, anybody would die over that, like anybody would be dead inside, to the point where they would do recreational drugs, hard drugs. Completely understandable. Completely. So I'm going to get off of here. I need to shower. I really don't know what I'm going to do right now. I feel like I'm going to throw up, honestly. I do not feel good. I should go get some yogurt or something to help me pass whatever's going on. Or one of those, like, I think they're called like Procore or something bars, where it's like probiotics in this little bar. Those are pretty tasty. I should go get one of those. Maybe I'll do it after I shower up. I am so fucking juicy. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It smells so good, though. I know that sounds really fucking weird. That dress is getting old. What is that supposed to mean? What dress? I'm so fucking weirdly juicy though. It's disgusting. Who does that? Like, I know that it's pregnancy and whatever, and it's got this weird sweetness to it. Like a weird, like it's pungent, like to me, but at the same time, it's got a sweetness that it's like, I can understand, why people are strangely attracted to me right now, my pheromones, and I secrete a lot of it. So even as a pregnant woman, people are still finding me attractive, or they wonder if I'm fat so that they could still manage to talk to me. But then a lot of dudes are disappointed because they're like, oh shit, that's not moving. That's a baby. Like, I'm not going to go up and talk to that. I'm not going to try to hit that. And then if only they knew, though, that I was actually single. If only they knew that I was actually raped, Things are different when you're able to be honest. And I wish I could just walk around with a shirt that says, this was from a rape, still single. Like, that would be great. Like, I'm still looking for the one. This is just, just a little sidetrack, side note, whatever. It's not going to mean anything. Not at all. Not even when it comes out, because the father wasn't around for it. So the mom just kind of gave up because she didn't get assistance. She didn't get anything for the baby. So aside from hell from everyone else's opinions. So yeah. What dress is getting old? What the fuck are you talking about? I have to change my underwear every fucking day or it's all gross. I sold my panties online. One time I got like 60 or 70 bucks or some shit for one pair of panties. And like, I wish I had that lack of integrity, that lack of dignity in that way. It doesn't seem like empowerment anymore to send my panties, my DNA somewhere else. It's not empowering to me. So it makes me feel sick because someone out there has my essence somewhere, and that's not okay with me, not at all. So, but yeah, it's disgusting, but it smells good, so I can't help but like, I've always done that though, because I knew that I had a weirdly sweet smell, and that I don't know about other girls. I don't know. Like, I don't get down there and whatever, but depending on the day and everything, and depending on the sweat, it doesn't smell like sweat at all. It just smells like some sweet, I say nectar. It's so weird. It's so weird. I know that I've been told that it tastes sweet even sometimes, and I'm like, whoa, that's weird. Like, that's really weird. I didn't know that could happen, but I guess it's just dependent on the person. And I just chalk it up to just being adorably sweet. I'm sweet inside and out. I'm such a cutie. And so, like, it's so weird. Why am I so weird? My teeth look kind of yellow to me right now. I think it's just the lighting. I'm tired. I gotta go wash my coochie and wash all of it. Wash my hair and stuff too. And then I'm gonna start driving. I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet this evening. Or I'm gonna rest and do it in the morning. Keep praying to God that it's just over soon. I thought, people are taught to brace for impact. And I'm just like, I'm not going to brace for impact anymore. I'm just going to soar through the air, just expecting to just, boom, never wake up again. Don't brace for impact. I'm so lonely. Lonely. Oh, so lonely. I have nobody to call my own. Lonely, oh so lonely. I'm very sad. I like to sing to myself sometimes, but then what's the point? What's the point of being happy? What's the point in doing right by myself? What's the point of being alone? I just want to slip my wrists and die. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to be sad. I want a family, a loving family. I want somebody, I need somebody. There's a huge difference. Just like I needed somebody to help me with this baby in that way, because financially I can't support it. I don't have a fucking house for it. I knew not to fucking fornicate. What the fuck? That's not fair. And all the whores get everything because they're hot. I'm not hot enough. I'm not pretty enough. That's what it is. Truly, that's what it is. I wasn't pretty enough. And I understood that. I was accepting of that. So why didn't they play along with that? Why didn't they understand that as well? I'm not pretty enough to procreate. I'm not pretty enough to, have offspring with. I might be smart, but I'd also apparently is mental illness because it stems in my family, although they were never, properly diagnosed or treated or anything. People tell me I'm crazy. My mother would tell me too. I'd ask her if there were any mental illness on either side. She would say no. That's exactly what she said. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, our dad touching us as kids, that's mental illness. My father's a pedophile. That's mental illness right there. And the fact that you allowed it for all those years, that's mental illness too. Oh my God, they does run on both sides of the family, just in what is the word? Just rampant on both sides. Just extremely prevalent. It's, and it's obvious as well. So, and most people have that, but they don't even realize it. They're like, oh my God, that's a mental illness? Eating disorders? And yes, all of that stuff. Disorders, mental disorders. And most people don't even realize that. Depression, all this stuff, yes. Lack of will to live, yes. Laziness, yes. All of that. Disorders. Even they classified gay people as having disorders at one point. And it's just a chemical difference in the brain. And they called it a disorder because it wasn't the norm. Do I agree with gay people? Yeah, I love their flamboyancy. I love that I don't care. As long as they're not sticking anything in me, that I'm cool. Go for it. It's none of my business. That's between you and your perception of God and perception of the universe and perception of everything around you. None of my business, and it's a form of defiance too in that way, to understand that we're supposed to be breeding with one another, and if you'd like the same not offspring, but the same gender, then that's how it is. And we're all human. Everybody's, the Roman Empire, yes, it collapsed due to all of its strange values, but it's very prevalent in the Roman era. Very prevalent. So, I don't know. Maybe that says something about our societies and whatever, and the allowance of it, and that's why some Christians go off the deep end, and they're like, oh, I hate you, and it's like, just let them live. Just let them live their life, What is wrong with you? Obviously, you're preaching the words of the devil if you think everyone else is the devil. Hypocrites. I don't see you talking about saving animals and stuff too, that they have a soul. No, it says in the Bible they were made for us to eat. No, it doesn't. No. He said that we were supposed to be able to, and that was in the garden. That wasn't, and so after the fact, and then now you're eating everybody. I don't know. They have lives too. They have babies, and they have feelings. My baby's got a lot of feelings. A lot of sad feelings. My gut is all loose. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna start doing ab workouts now? I don't know. I don't know. He's over a pound now? I don't know about all this. And that means that my fluid is at least another of that and all that? No. Ballooned up titties? No. This is not okay. I thought somebody would be loving on me by now. There's no loving on me. There's no baby. There's no Leticia. There's no nothing. There's nothing. There's no baby. It doesn't exist. It's not movement from the baby. It's just gas. It's just gas. Someone said, I pray you're not pregnant, or I hope you're not pregnant. And I was like, me too. But no, unfortunately, no. That's not. Ah. Should have like videoed her doing the little Doppler thing on the belly or whatever, just to have it on record. Hey, guess what? That's my fat belly with the big mole next to the thing. It's disgusting. Look at my belly. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Oh my God. I'm gross. And somebody called me a sow on one of the comments. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. They're better than you, obviously. Sows are. And also cows and all that. You know, all these names I've been called. Yeah, they're better than you. So I'd rather be part of their species than the human race. Because that's how it is. I'd rather be considered an animal. I tell people that all the time. Don't even consider me human. Because I don't relate to any of these bastards. Any of these motherfuckers. They're toxic as fucking hell. Make it go away. Make it go away. Make it go away. This is horrifying. That's why I capture this stuff, and I don't care about how many hours I waste, just because this is what I would be doing in my car anyway. Just tripping the fuck out, but just not vocalizing it. It would just be me, silent, staring at something for hours. That's how it is. And then when people ask me and I open up, that's where you get all of this. And then people are horrified. They're like, oh shit. I want to go back to your little silent, quiet, crazy. Just go back to your little Unabomber self over there in the corner. Yeah. Yeah. One of these days. One of these days. Because I am actually very quiet. I don't actually like speak up to people unless they talk first. So like if you see me in and out of places, you don't even know my voice and everything. You see my teeth. So people sometimes think I'm just a homeless bum. Like gross and disgusting in that way. And I can understand, like I said, because like when you don't have teeth and everything, it's a completely different classification of, you know. But I'm trying to maintain in this crazy world, in this world of nonsense, in this world of abuse and trauma and sexual deviance, perversions as well. Nothing but gaslighting and manipulation tactics. I like your apple, except those red ones are gross. They're bitter, and I don't like the skin. It's too tough. I wish I had one right now, though. I wish I had. There's so many people, too, that don't mind, like, trying to hit on me, too. And it's so weird. Like, why did this all happen? Why did I have to, like, sit out time to create a child for someone else that's not appreciative, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm still supposed to be looking for my soulmate, my real soulmate, my real, like, twin flame, the person I'm supposed to be with. So, I don't know. I watch a lot of tarot just to know how wrong it is. God, none of it coincides. So I just wait around, waiting, just to see, who was correct about this? No one. God, in the sense that God wants me to be completely alone for the rest of my goddamn existence. And that's cool. I don't care. I don't care if anybody's not out there for me or anything. In these moods, I have to be forced into this reality here, and I have no hope, and I have no faith in anything. No love toward anything. And my vagina itches. And it's all that juiciness. It's so weird. Like, I just want to... I don't know. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. I'm gross. I want to throw up. I don't feel good. I just want to watch movies and take a nap. Maybe do some yoga would be nice. But I don't want to do any yoga right now. I don't want to do anything. I'm very whiny and bitchy because I don't feel good. Take this thing out of me. It's not supposed to be here. I don't want it. I give it back. I give it back. I don't want it. And it's not even that I wanted to keep it. I just didn't want to go through the trauma of another abortion. I made a mistake. Let's go back a few more weeks and get that done so I don't have to fucking deal with this. It keeps getting bigger and more confusing and all of this. No. I'd rather just be considered a whore and go get a fucking abortion. No. Because I'm still considered a whore for not getting an abortion, so what the fuck? Hypocrisy in the goddamn world. Fuck. Get it out of me. It's not for me. It's not mine. It's not anybody's. It's the fucking devil's. It's the devil's child. It's the devil's offspring. It is too. It is. It is. It needs to go. I'm just gonna poop it out somewhere and just like whatever. Wherever I'm at, just poop it out and leave it there. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the hand gestures too. My hands start like curling up sometimes. I'm freaking out. No. I'm freaking out. No. Don't touch me. It's touching me. It's inside of me. It's touching me. It's touching me. It's inside of me. It's touching me. I'm freaking the fuck out. I don't want it. I don't want it. If nothing is there to help me figure it out, how to take care of it, I don't want it at all. I don't want it. I don't need it. That's how I feel too. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I take it all back. I told Jason Wallace that too. I was like, Jesus, no. It's past the plan B time. No, no, no. And I told him the other guy wanted an abortion. He didn't say anything either way. And I was like, but I know it's yours, Jason Wallace. The fuck? Anyway. There were not 4 potential fathers. Not at all. So whatever anybody had said about that, no. I had sex after my ovulation date with people. Protected sex. So, no. The only person that could probably be the dad is fucking Jason Wallace, and he's a piece of shit. I don't want him to exist, and I don't want anything to do with him. He's a piece of trash. This baby's trash because he's trash. I'm trash. We're all trash. We're all just garbage. These are my thoughts for the day. This is how it is. Leticia doesn't feel good, and she just wants to throw up. Leticia's angry. She thinks everybody's out to get her, because it's true. They are. They are, in some way or another. I'm not that paranoid, but I am that paranoid. You know what I mean? Just back the fuck up. What do you want from me? Don't talk to me. No, 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 no. 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 And I'll just sit there and I'm quiet. And I try to decipher what people truly want. And it takes me a while. And I go with them because they tell me, I promise you. I promise. You're liars. I already knew that. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And you're always just trash. Aren't you, Jason Wallace? Aren't you, Jason Wallace? Jason Wallace? You know what I was thinking about names for the baby? Because I was like, you gotta cheer yourself up somehow, some way, whatever. And I was thinking the initials of the baby, because I was gonna give it Wallace as the last name, because I don't want it attached to Servin at all. And the only thing I could do is use the father's last name, even if it is tainted in that way. But, because it's gonna be toxic either way. So his last name, or it would be Wallace. So I was thinking, what about William Orlando Wallace? So his initials would be WOW. Like, wow, you exist, wow. Because it's funny. But then I thought, then he would get bullied later on if he manages to survive that long in school. Because they would flip around to mom, and they would call him a mama's boy. So then I thought, okay, that's not going to work out too well. And then I thought, okay, well, what about like something like Alexander William Wallace? Aw, You know, his initials would be aw. And that's very cheesy too, but I love it. I think that's adorable. Aw. So maybe something like that. But then some people like consonant sounds because it sounds different, but I just have to look at the translations for everything to make sure that that's exactly what I want. I'm tripping out though. Aw. Aw. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm very scared. Very scared. I don't know if this baby's gonna have a name, if this baby's gonna even just, you know, and that's what's scary, is not having that answer and not having the help that I've been seeking, and everybody denies me help. And that's the scary, sad part. I'm freaking out. I just want to touch myself. I just want to comfort myself. I masturbated last night. I'm a pillow humper. I'm a pillow humper. It's so true though. Why would anybody else care? Fuck you. Yeah, you can imagine it all you want, but that's grotesque. Why would you think about me like that? You haven't done anything for me. I'm not yours. You know? That's perverse. You got issues. So true. I'm gonna get off of here. There's trucks coming in and out, and I don't know what's up with that. Big ass trucks. Don't hit my car. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. There's just too much energy everywhere. I can't. I'm fucking dying. I just want to puke. I'm gonna be sick. Alright, it's May 6th, 2022. I'm gonna get in here, shower up, and then leave. Leave forever, leave for good, go drive off a fucking cliff. It's what everybody wants anyway, and I would love that. Fuck that. Fuck people. People are fucking crazy. Miss Crazy Face over there, and I see it in everybody. People are, it's like really scary. People are very scary. This shirt smells like excessively musty because it's old material. Talk about old dresses. Those are new dresses. What are you talking about? This is an old t-shirt. I got this from the dude that I stayed out in Dallas with for shit, a month or two. At least a month. He had suffered through cancer. I met him through cuddling. I cooked for him. And then he was getting strangely attached, so I had to go. I had to leave. So, and I cleaned up his apartment, and he said that he was going to miss me, and I was like, yeah, I know, everybody does. I'm kind of like that weird mom, sister, girlfriend figure type. I'm scared. Very scared. Just want somebody to hold me, but I don't want penis. I mean, I do, but I don't. I wish that I had one person to cuddle up next to so that I could get to that point and feel super relaxed in that way. But men are disgusting. Men are disgusting. They have that relaxation with every woman, and I don't want to give that to every dude. That's not fair. That's not love. That's disgusting. Pervert. Fucking gross. Nasty. You need to fucking die off the face of the earth. Gross. Nasty. Not everybody needs your semen inside of them. Gross. I'm tired. I don't care that I look all haggard. Woke up from a nap. Getting all this weight in my face now. Again. Go inside. Get the fuck away from me. Some people, swear to Christ, energy around me, just go away. Just go away. Disappear. That's why I'm just patient. I wait it out. I know they'll disappear at some point. I don't care if people look at me like I'm crazy. That's the point. Then you don't approach people like that. It makes perfect sense. I like it when dudes have like that belly in the front where they look pregnant. It's funny. That's funny. Like they look like perfect pregnant bellies. But it's really just fat. It's accumulated fat. But then they still continue to eat their protein, this and that, thinking it's helping. But that's what's accumulating that fat right there. And they think that they're doing right by their bodies with all these protein shakes and whatnot. It's accumulated fat from the milk powder and everything in there, the whey. And people don't realize the ploy behind all that. Like, it's meant to keep you fat so you continue to purchase their products and everything, thinking that you're bettering yourself. Majority of people that have that belly fat like that, and then it's alcohol too. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I love you very much. I love you. You're such a good girl. I love you so much. I wish I had a poodle. I wish I could talk to the poodle. I wish I could tell my poodle all my problems so that they can look at me like I'm crazy. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm crazy. Everybody makes me crazy. I love you. Here's some snacks. And let's go for a walk. And I'll give you kisses. And give you brushes. And all this and that. Like, not hit you with the brushes. That's so mean. My dad did some crazy shit all the time. I wasn't like that with my animals. I wasn't demanding. I listened to them and they liked that. That's why they kept coming back. Because even sometimes they would be set free and I would still get them to come back. Like, they know where mom is, you know? I don't feel good. Mother's Day is this Sunday. I was talking to that lady and then I asked her, I said, when's Mother's Day? She's like, this Sunday. I was like, oh, happy Mother's Day to me, I guess. That's the saddest part. It's like, I was actually a very good mother, a very loving mother. And then all these crazies get to keep their kids. And I'm like, that's not fair. Why am I going through this? Why am I supposed to have to share this with the world like this? The true pain of being a decent human being. I don't understand it. I can't wait to die. Today is May 6th, 2022. Leticia Collins Servin. Everybody have a good day. Bye-bye.